They're waking up. I have people call me in the middle of the night. I'm sorry, I can't, all I can do is stand on a stage or write. Hopefully you will understand and take the cloud away from your eyes. You start thinking for yourselves and don't let the pharma industry think for you. And here's a little tip to all you young people. We, the older ones, I'm gone already. I've had my life. I had a good life. I was a criminal in my job. I was a pop singer. I had 3 wives. 2 and I got 1 now. So that's 3, yeah, 3 wives. So, I mean, I have enjoyed all these things that are there for the offer. But listen to an old man. You young people, start to take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your bodies. Don't fall for the junk that's out there. Stand up for what you believe is right for you. The reason you go to a doctor and the reason you go to the hospital is because you have not looked after yourself. If you look after yourselves, you don't need to go. It's like the car. Tune up the auto. Use the right gas. Change the windshield wipers. Maintenance. If you do that, you don't need to see the mechanic. But if you don't maintain the car, then you have to go to the mechanic. It's not going to run properly. It's the same thing with your life. So, I am not going to get into more details about all of this. I've told you some of the important facets of the pharma industry, and you can believe it, you can take it to the bank, what I have said to you. You can do your research, and you will find that I have worked in every single department except production. All the other facets of the industry, I have worked in them. I know. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been very nice meeting you people. I will now leave this speech open for questions. If you have any questions.
There seems to be a contradiction between the 2 presentations. Codex Alimentarius wants to eliminate populations. So how does Big Pharma ensure future profits if Big Pharma is killing off the people?
Big Pharma is not killing off the people.
But that's what Madame Leibov said. That's the goal of Codex Alimentarius.
Okay. Let me. What I have heard from her, and what I have thought about is that she said that Codex Alimentarius, they make you sick with the food, right? Lima, let me ask you a question. Are you with any organization? Are you with Scientology or any of these?
Not at all. No, not at all. No.
Scientology came up to me out there.
From no organization at all. No. I don't take any drugs, by the way.
So I
just go to the homeopath.
Yeah. Do you believe in what you're getting from the homeopath?
I think it works. I started only a year ago, I guess. Yeah. It works. It works. And you know, I agree with you in that the pharma industry is mostly here for making money. And I agree with your thing that they...
Rima, you talked about some key individuals who started not just Codex, but started modern medicine. And I mean, it seems to be a contradiction. Well, what happens if the pharmaceutical industry kills off all the consumers? Well, here comes in the people above the industry.
It seems confusing and contradictory on the face of it. And I wanted to make 2 comments. So I'm very glad that you asked that question. The first comment is that in a consumer-based economy, what we're talking about makes no sense. In a consumer-based economy, you want more people to buy more things. But you remember in my talk that I talked about the neo-feudalists. We are moving toward a new economy. You may notice that the economy that we've all grown up with and understand is in its death throes. And this is no accident. This is engineered, carefully engineered over a very long period of time. The new feudalism, which has been predicted for hundreds of years, needs three classes of people. The new feudalism, as defined by the new feudalists, needs, first of all, the neo-aristocrats. The second class is their servitors, their servants, their serfs. And the third class is their technicians. In their insane planning, that comprises about 10% of the world's current population. Now, if they have their way, and I have treated, as a physician, I have treated a reigning monarch who explained that this was the plan that she was raised with. She was not a young woman. And the plan is underway. We have the power to stop it. I wanted to make one other point, and that was about what you were saying, John. In the United States, and you know that very often bad things come from the United States and spread to Europe and the rest of the world. In the United States, there was a law enacted which was signed into law by the twice unelected President of the United States, George Bush. Yes. That law is called the New Freedoms Initiative. The New Freedoms Initiative, signed into law in November 2004, says the following. Says every child in the United States, including unborn children, must be screened for mental illness.
This was a study done by the George Bush's Institute for Mental Health in Texas.
That's right.
Which was built by Eli Lilly and Company. I attended a meeting in 2007 in Berlin. I was invited there by the members of the Green Party, and I was supposed to say something, I don't know what. Started speaking, they cut me off because there was a group of psychiatrists begging the government for money to perform exactly what Rima just said.
And that's why I'm telling you, but there's more. Step one, screen every child, including the unborn, by screening their mothers for mental illness. Two, let me just finish the steps.
Okay.
Step two, treat on a mandatory basis every child who is found to have, quote, God help us, mental illness, which means every child. And step three, screen and treat on a mandatory basis every single person who has any contact with children, because we have to protect the little dears. That means mothers, fathers, shopkeepers, school teachers, grandparents, neighbors.
Thank you very much. Is that okay with your question?
Ja, sehr wichtige Frage. Sehr wichtige Frage.
It gets more scaring, and it gets to more relations than you ever thought.
What you have to do, let me give you a little bit. You have to start thinking simple. You go into details that involves politics and politicians and people in power. You lose the goal.
It's not easy, John.
It's not einfach for anybody.
He said it's not easy to put yourself into that crazy elitist mindset, and it's hard to wrap your head around it.
Thank God it's not easy. Thank God it doesn't make sense to us without
Thank you,
work.
guys. Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your answer.
All right, good.
Okay, vielen Dank für den unglaublichen Vortrag.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I see you again.
Ich hoffe.
Oh, don't forget, the book is on sale over there.